Check one, two. Let's get it. All right, let's do this. So, welcome back. So, what's it called? Last episode we talked about difficult conversations. This episode is gonna be interesting. And to set the foundation, because it's based on a question that I received, which was, um, you don't, and I'll give you the what's it called, the thesis. Don't trap your identity behind a price tag. Now let's answer the question so you can see where this is coming from. So the question is, I feel constricted by my equipment. I want to start making music and it feels like I need a crazy setup in order to do so. I keep feeling like I can't do things as a result of my equipment. Isn't this something that I feel like mad people go through? I go through this and it it's one of the things that stopped me the most from making what I really want to make and stopped my creativity, which was like literally I felt like I couldn't create something I wanted to create. Like it was so this is so the reason I named the and I already know like I'm gonna name the episode "Quit Trapping Your Identity Behind a Price Tag" is because of the fact that in order to do certain things you want to do, right? Like you want to make music. I'm gonna answer the question, which is you want to make music. To make music, you don't need much. And that block of, hey, I would need this in order to do this is not true. Check this out. The fact that, what you what we end up doing is that we take this reality that we want to live, that we want to be part of, and we want to encompass, and we put a price tag on it. I don't trauma, whatever it is, we stop ourselves from believing in ourselves that we can do something unless we have this specific tool or this specific thing. And that stops us a lot. So, and of course, think about this. If you're like, and I'm not gonna be getting into like conspiracies or anything like that. That's not what I'm really here to do. What I'm really here to do is explain practical applications so that you can begin making the work, the creative work that you really want to do. So a prime example is, hey, you want an identity. Think about what an identity is. An identity is completely free. You don't need to buy it, and you don't need to. All you really need to do is say, and really like truly say this to yourself: I am a musician. I am a prolific artist. I am amazing. I can do these things. And the more you begin to identify, the more you begin to tell yourself, yo, I am these things. You're going to start moving around like it. You're going to start humming tunes. You're going to start writing music. You're going to start encompassing, and it's based on your identity. You don't need to buy something in order to be something. That those two aren't the same. And and it's like, look, it's understandable. You saw somebody, you probably saw an ad or something that's like, hey, um you want to be this, get this, right? Like that's usually the connotation, which is like run fast, wear Nike, right? Weird. uh that's you don't to have that identity. It's completely free. You don't need to buy anything. There's a program that there's a program or concept that I created called IAHO. In short, it states the majority of your outcomes come from your identity, who you think you are, all that stuff, the narrative that you tell yourself about yourself, and then your attitude. An attitude is a series of principles and values that you abide by. It's also uh, it's just how you maneuver, right? So your identity contributes to your attitude. And check this, your attitude mixed with the right habits is going to have the right outcome, right? So, for example, you could go running. Now, if you don't run with the right attitude, if you have a very negative attitude towards running, or you can, like, and this is an interesting thing, but on a different topic, it's very difficult to exercise with a bad attitude. I don't know. That's just a different, but nonetheless, you can have the right habit, but if you have the wrong attitude, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. So it's very important to understand that it all really stems from your identity and your outcome. So I had this analogy, which is a prime example of what I mean. Let's say you're driving and a wheel pops, right? That's something that happened. That is an outcome of just life, right? God forbid that happened, right? You're driving, and then all of a sudden, what's gonna depict the next outcome are the three factors in between: your identity, your attitude, and your habit. So, what is your identity? I'm a person who can stabilize and drive safely, and I'm a great driver with great handles. That's your identity. Your attitude: oh, I could drive this, I could do this, I'm gonna get this done right. Your habit: you end up driving correctly and stabilizing your car. What becomes your outcome? The car is stabilized and you are safe. And so you see that process. You can see how important to have the right identity and to identify, not only just to like externally identify with it, but internally telling yourself, I'm this kind of person. When things happen in your life, I'm this kind of person, right? I'm that kind of person. Additional points if you add previous experiences where it's like, hey, because of this, I'm this kind of person, right? So you put that stuff together and you end up realizing, hey, you don't need the right equipment to produce music. You just need to be the right kind of person to produce music. See that? I'm going to leave it at that. A link to the mentorship, that style development, one-on-one mentorship with me, and link to the hoodie. It is the community's hoodie. Wear it when you got to do difficult things. A link will be down below to that as well. If you got any value from today's episode, please leave a like so it gets to other people like us. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.